and we're joined right now by Gio Hunt, Blizzard's Executive Vice President of Corporate Operations. Thanks for joining us, Gio.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, these are such big anniversaries. I mean, we just came off the 25-year panel with the three co-founders.
Right, isn't it nice to have Alan back?
Yeah. Great
for
having
us.
Alan back. Yeah, and what's it like for you to hear all of them talk about the history of this company?
It's totally inspiring, right? I mean, we talk about our legacy and our history all the time, and it really motivates the entire employee base. You know, a lot of the employees at the company have not been here 25 years, right? I myself, I've only been with the company 3 years, and as the company's grown, we have a lot of newer employees on campus and around the world, and the history, the legacy, this 25-year journey motivates all of us and inspires us for the next 25 years, because that's really what we're thinking about and focused on. We love to celebrate and even revel in the past history, but really we're thinking about the next 25 years and all the great video game experiences we hope to bring to the players.
Wow, hey, speaking of future, you're teamed up with DeepMind to create potentially the future of gaming AI. Right. I mean, talk about that experience. I mean, that's been amazing.
We're so excited about that collaboration with Google and with DeepMind. I mean, you know, Blizzard, we're a huge technology company in our own right? Lots of software engineers, lots of network engineers, lots of really incredible technologies that goes into the games themselves. And so the opportunity for us to partner with another great technology company like Google and DeepMind on this is just really, really fascinating, right? And we really, you know, it's a tribute not just to where we are as a technology company, and of course where Google and DeepMind is as a technology company, but it's also a tribute to the majesty of StarCraft as a game, right?
Absolutely.
It's like, first it was chess, then it was Go, and then the pinnacle of the pinnacle is to actually try to take an AI and have it compete against StarCraft and StarCraft 2. So we're really excited about that.
And I've said it before, but I mean, it just really challenges the imagination, because it's really just the sky's the limit right now.
Totally, the sky's the limit with that. And you know, the wonderful thing about AI generally, and in particular about its application with StarCraft, is we all think about it from the video game experience. How cool to have an AI that can play against one of the hardest video games, most challenging strategic video games ever made, and see if it can best it, and then see if it can best the humans that can play it at the level that they can play. But even more so, it's also rewarding to think that, you know, Google and DeepMind aren't doing this just to win video game. You know what I mean? They're actually doing it as a means to advance AI and how that can benefit and welfare mankind, whether that be in engineering or science or medicine or whatever. So it's really great to be participating with Google and all of that.
Yeah, and to think that StarCraft.
Yeah. Well, and we all know AI. Like, there is an AI in StarCraft, but it was great to hear them talk about the fact that they were like, that's basically us. Yeah. Like sitting in the back going, then I do this, then I do that. And harder, it's like, more of them do this, more of them do that. I mean, that's very dumbed down. It's fantastic.
It's a little bit harder.
A little bit more intricate than that.
Right.
But to now have something that is truly deep learning, and that's really just setting a computer loose and going, hey, try to beat this person.
Try to beat this, and it's computer learning, and it's, you know, it's doing it in a way that doesn't have access to all that back-end information that the AI in the game does, right? That's very, very different. This is just like a human being. It doesn't know what the other player is doing. It's all in real time. It has to react in real time. So it actually takes a really sophisticated, you know, next generation artificial intelligence to do that. So we're really excited about what that means.
You know, we've been talking a lot about StarCraft, the granddaddy of esports.
Oh, yeah.
But right now you guys have announced the Overwatch League, your newest esport. Let's talk a little bit about how you guys came to that decision.
Right. We are so excited about the Overwatch League. I'm like bursting with pride about it.
Actually. It's so cool.
It's funny. We've been working on this for months and months and months, and now to get to talk about it and share about it and share the vision for it is all very, very exciting for us. Yeah, with the Overwatch League, we're trying to do something a little bit different than what we've done with our other esports. You know, certainly we've been in the esports space for almost 20 years now, and what we're really trying to do is apply a lot of that learning, and then also leverage off of and introduce a lot of the learning of traditional sports and how traditional sports can be applied to esports. And hopefully through that, you know, marriage of both traditional or existing esports and traditional sports, we can create a really competitive, really enduring and stable ecosystem for all of the people involved in esports, whether that be the athletes, the team owners, the sponsors, all the broadcast platforms. We really want to create a really healthy ecosystem around esports that will be accessible to everyone and that will endure for many, many years and decades to come.
Finally, somebody is doing this, because everybody's been trying to figure out, how do we make the publisher and the gamers themselves, the pros and the sponsors and the team owners, how do we get them all to work together? Right, and it's been challenging because it's been the Wild West.
Right, it has been challenging, and now we're taking it on, and it almost feels like, almost feels like we owe it, frankly, to the entire esports ecosystem to do this at this point, and it is a business opportunity for us as well, but more importantly than that, it's an opportunity to really help the ecosystem mature even to the next level, right? It's been great. All the grassroots stuff that has happened in esports from the community over the years, like we wouldn't be here without all of that, but it has been tough for a lot of the people involved, right?
Yeah.
It hasn't been stable. It's been hard for a lot of folks to even make a living doing it, and hopefully with an approach like this, we'll make a lot of that stuff better.
I mean, I think it's going to take a company like Blizzard to do this, so I'm glad that you guys did it. The future looks great. Thank you so much, Gio.
Thank you.
I've made no secret that my favorite contribution from Blizzard over the last 25 years has been the Diablo franchise. And we've got Kevin Martins coming up to talk about it. But before we bring him up, let's take a look at the game's newest playable hero and a new twist on an old dark favorite.